Hey, are they up to nothing? Hey, Rev. Hey, Kath. How you doing? I am in the pool. Nope, lights are out, so no real bugs. No. Miss our nighttime chats. I really do. Yeah. No, I don't. I wouldn't watch 1 minute of basketball if you paid me. Hello, Doc. Qualified. Forsyth. I qualified for the $10,000 end of the month tournament. It's only have to finish in the top 10, but they're doing good, Cat. Thank you. Everybody's kind of on the move. Gabby went to the Sox game tonight. Got her Monster tickets for her birthday, so stay sat on the Monster. Garrison's coming down next Wednesday. And then he goes to Springfield, Illinois on Friday for tryouts. Shonda is leaving the 24th, I believe. Truck's leaving the 25th. Hey, Lenny. How you doing, darling? Yeah, Timmy, I'll get back to that, I promise. Hey, Wally, how you doing, bub? How you doing, Poop? You're Poop, by the way. In a very affectionate, endearing way. Poop's on. All right, and somebody, yep, you're Poop. They're doing good, Lenny. Yours? How's your family doing, Lynn? You're Poop, Wally. In a good way. You're the only Poop on here. I say that with as much affection as I can. Somebody in Tennessee has to answer me, what the hell is the deal with the giant ass spiders in the pool? Okay, I hate spiders, but these things are like fist size, and I got this skimmer, and every time I empty it, there's like a nest of them in there. Big ass, nasty looking. Oh, I'm not gonna find out. Yeah, they're huge. So your immediate family's doing good then. I'm the same way. I don't know what kind. I don't care. I just hate spiders. I can't. I just, even in my old gaming days, like EverQuest and World of Warcraft and MMOs, I hated the spiders in the game. Hated them. So yeah, so I got this. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, maybe you'll see the lights flashing. It's like I bought this. It's very cool. It's a solar powered pool skimmer, and it collects and every couple days, and every time I open it, yeah, that has to be what they're. Wolf spiders are big too, right? Yeah, that's what they are. Because there was one in the food bin for the cracked corn today, and it was like an inch across. Screw that. I know I'm 6'5", 245, but yeah, I fucking hate spiders. Pardon my French. They give me the creeps. Yeah, I know that. I kind of have an idea what the recluse looks like, but I mean, I don't mess with them anyway. Like my wood piles, I'm always moving the wood before I move it. Does that make sense? Just because of the copperheads too. I know how they love wood, scorpions. Oh no. If I didn't pick one up in Boston after 16 years, yeah, they have small scorpions here. No, I could never use it. I could never use the sticky stuff because it didn't, it hurt my split. So I always never wanted my hands to be sticky. And I threw a 4-seam fastball, so I gripped the seams, so I didn't need stick them. But I know guys that do use it. They've been using it forever. Yeah, Gabby was at the game. Hey, Preston. Yeah, that could help too. Good, buddy. How you doing? Haven't seen my boy Gary or Bo or in a while. No, Kathleen, I'm not. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? I'm not. I'm not. I'm I'm starting to realize how much joy I can get out of life by not doing stuff. Honestly, got my farm, I got my wife, got my kids. It's enough. I need the extra stuff, especially considering what politics has become. If I could go in there and be myself, absolutely. But I'd be impeached. I'd be out of office in a week. I mean, this is a big part of my life. It really is. I mean, I'm not really kidding. I mean, think about it. For months and months, this was 3, 4, 6, 8 hours a night. I mean, I like. So I've got an in and out broadcast, and I'm low batteries. By the way, the last couple days when I cut off because my phone overheated. Yeah, I had it last January before it all started. Yep. Well, you know what, Forsyth, honestly, this last year was our one and only chance to get the school system and start over. This was the perfect opportunity. If we could find, schools full of teachers like Aaron, we'd be fine. But who the hell are teachers to teach anything about race? What gives them the credibility to teach anything about race? Just teach the fundamentals, teach the basics. Stop with all the bullshit. They're not in a position to teach any of that stuff. None of them are. In fact, they're in the exact opposite position I would like it to as a conservative American. I don't want liberally educated, socialist loving people. Well, that's the crime, right? Those are the criminals, the unions. Teachers union, most all unions are full of criminals now. Oh, Jack's had a blast. I would love to teach. Honestly, I'd love to teach pitching, but I would love to teach a history class, American history, world history. Yeah, see, Rev, honest to God, I don't care about that. So what? If they're a good principal, I don't. I know you're the same way. I don't care if they're trans or bi or all the other bullshit. I don't give a shit as long as they're not trying to preach that you know you need to be unique and different. You know, or like these Nickelodeon bullshit of bringing in these drag queens to read kids stories. What the hell? Why? Why is that? Why not bring pillars of the community in? Why not bring in people who have made a sacrifice or paid a price or worked their asses off from nothing? Why not bring those? What the hell would you? Why on earth would anyone? And again, I don't care that you dress in drag. That doesn't matter. But no one stop trying to make everybody else think it's okay. It's wrong if they're uncomfortable. I'm in the pool. Yeah. Well, Preston, it's up to people like you, dude. I'm not kidding you. Your generation is going to need people that will stand up. Steven, my man, how you doing, buddy? Well, you're watching it. I mean, that's how we've got here. I mean, listen, let's not kid ourselves. We know what happened at the election. I mean, that's not even debatable. We all watched it, the same things. To think that there's 30 or 40 or 50 million people in this country that are trying to convince themselves that it was legitimate is the scary part. Hey, Joe. Hmm. Well, problem is bullies are probably the only thing I can't stand worse than I can't stand a socialist liberal. You know, I think bullies are the weakest human beings alive. Anybody that likes to make other people feel bad about themselves makes me sick to my stomach. Solly, how you doing, brother? Oh, it's amazing, yeah. Oh, okay, Steve, I haven't seen it. I will check it out. How's DC? Solly, dude. No, America was robbed. Fuck Trump. America was robbed. Solly, and I'm 100% being deadly serious. I'm a Yeah, but Preston, you're going to grow up being a lot stronger mentally than 99% of the people you grow up with. That's the best part about it. You're going to have, you've got God and you've got a lifetime full of understanding what bad people look like. Surround yourself with good people, brother. So, Solly, I wanted to tell you, honest to God, it didn't dawn on me, and I didn't know that you were in Tennessee. How did I not know that? Yeah, well, what they're doing now is unfixable. That's the problem. We're not gonna unwind ourselves from this. But I, it's not kind of suspicious. I mean, seriously, guys, let's talk about this That's a great conversation. Let's talk about this for a second. All right, and if you're different than the rest of us, you can chime in here. Since I was 12 or 13 years old, okay, since I was 12 or 13 years old, in my lifetime, in the 44 years, 40 some years since I was 13 years old, I don't know of any, I don't have one friend, one person in my inner circle, one person I worked with that was murdered. Not one. I know of maybe less than five that committed suicide. So, can we please stop pretending that the Clintons aren't a crime family? What is it? Almost 60 people that they know or have associated with or done business with have died under suspicious conditions. How is that? How that just shows you that just shows you what our country's coming to. It really is the haves and the have-nots, and the haves aren't who you think they are. But I said the other night, it's very clear to me now that until somebody knocks on your door and stands there to confiscate firearms that you legally purchased in your house, we're not going to do anything about it. And, you know, so what we're going to endure the next 4 years, 3 years is unfixable. And honest to God, yeah, see, Poop, here, listen. I understand that. Yeah, Rev, how, and I say this all due respect. How old are you, Rev? I mean, that's in your life. That's in your lifetime. What is it? Two people, and one of them you didn't know. You just lived near, right? I mean, I don't know if you knew both of them, but the fact of the matter is, to have, like, anybody. I mean, you guys always watch those the Datelines where the couple, the lady dies, and then they find out the husband, had murdered his second wife and I mean, two or three times these people have murders in their lives. It's like, oh my God, two or three times. The Clintons have some 50 some people. The only reason I think I don't get madder than I do is I have total faith that God will put his judgment on them and they will suffer for what they've done. That is one of those that you know keeps me sane. But I got to tell you, and there are a lot of Christians on here, and there are people that aren't as well. But I said it before. I mean, I honest to God feel like and I know it's been generations, but I really do feel like we're living in the end times. And I don't mean end times by this week or this month or anything like that. I'm just saying, hey, Sarah, I just feel like we're on a path that is just unstoppable, and we're and it's not the path is just to me a death spiral. Like, the world isn't getting more moral. The world isn't getting more right and just. It's going the exact opposite direction. We're getting more immoral and amoral and unjust and perverse, and all of the things that are happening are, yeah, Steve, that's the thing. That's the thing that you know like I said, well, I'm not Frank, I'll never give up hope. It's not that. It's just, at the end times, the devil wins for a while. And this is what it looks like. I mean, look at these people. Look at the perversion, the gross perversion of morals. Yeah, no, Rev, yeah, I understand. And, and every generation says for the last 200, 300, 400 years has been thinking that they're in the end times. But, like, it reads like the newspaper reads like Revelations, right? I mean, you think about it. Think about, I can't help but think about, like, the Iron Dome, the missile dome in Israel, like, and everything that's going on with Israel. I mean, isn't this change from Netanyahu? Isn't everybody? I mean, I'm very, like, hypersensitive to who this person is and what's going to happen there, because we all know that's right. That's the preface of the book, right? The preface is Israel begins it, and then the story is the 7 years, and then the epilogue is his return. We can't drain the swamp. The swamp runs this place now. And I mean, if that's not obvious, listen, this is, they took our election. They showed us what they could do when the power structure, because if Trump had another 4 years, it all comes down, right? They know that. And I think the Clintons knew it, everybody, right? I mean, if Trump gets 4 more years, it all topples. Yeah, I've read The Four Horsemen. I know all about that. Yeah. So imagine And well, just watch, guys. Just watch what happens. If Trump even hints at getting back into the race, you watch the lengths at which they go. Because we're already watching, and you can't even call it hypocrisy anymore. It's just two lives. We live two lives. And there's the left, evil, liberal, satanic left, and there is the just and right, want to do it by the law, right. No, it can't bum. Well, John, it shouldn't bum you out. John, are you a Christian? Yeah, go back and watch Heaven is Real. That'll make you feel good. I got chills just saying the name. Go back and watch it. Is there any doubt that that young man saw Jesus and talked to Jesus? Is there any doubt at all? I mean, the things that he saw and did. It's not possible. It's not possible for that to be subliminal. It's not possible for that to be anything other than what it was. And God sent him back to tell us and show us, and we still listen. We don't listen. He met his unborn sister. He met his grandfather and talked about them in detail. Two people that were never ever alive in his life. I mean, so John, I get it. I know exactly what you're saying, though, right? I mean, it is kind of disappointing and frustrating, but isn't that what true faith is, right? True faith is understanding. It is at the end of that frustration, you smile because you know how it's going to be more amazing than anything we could ever imagine. And that's the hard part, right? That's the hard part. That like we think in terms of heavenly pleasure or earthly pleasures and earthly rewards and earthly goal, like the greatest things on earth. And what he's going to give us is beyond anything we could ever experience or expect. Eternal life. My phone's got 10% left, so I mean that to me is why, like I always, I kind of always joke. I put it in a kind of a baseball euphemism. Is that hey, Yankee woman, what's up? I always tell, one of my things I always say is, and I know everybody's heard me say this, but like we already understand how the bottom of the ninth inning ends. So yeah, it's frustrating. We might blow a lead here and there, and it might look like there's no chance for us to win the game, but we win. You too, Solly. God bless you, my friend. We win. He wins. And so when he wins, we win. Yeah, but see, you guys are talking about all these things. No, don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about splitting the country. Don't worry about that stuff. I mean, I don't mean don't worry about it. I'm just saying stop letting it consume you. Rein it in. Rein it in. Focus on the things around you and in front of you. I mean, I'm speaking from a very privileged place. I've been blessed. I've been incredibly blessed, and I'm retired, and all the things that go with that. But focus on, because listen, there's there's not a it's not a coincidence that I've lost 35 pounds and my stress level is down. And the one enormous change in my life is I don't watch TV. I haven't watched 15 minutes of news outside of maybe Tucker Carlson in 6 months, and I haven't missed anything. I haven't missed anything. I can go online and read the headlines to find out. And I'm not going to get news anyway, right? You're not going to get news. Why watch the news? They're not reporting news anymore. The only thing on the news that's legitimate and not fake is the scores of the games. And you can get those on the website. And well, the media is complicit and they're all going to pay. They're all going to pay. Hey, Rob, what's up? I'm not watching a lot of baseball, so I'm not going to be able to help you much. What about it? And you guys have been using stickum forever, dude. That's nothing new. They've been using so many different substances. I was saying earlier, I couldn't use it because of my split. I couldn't have sticky hands. I couldn't throw my split if I had sticky hands, so that wasn't for me. But I know everybody used it. A lot of guys tried, scuffing the ball too. There's so many choices for entertainment now. I'm watching the Ozarks again, which I forgot how amazing it was. Well, part of and Cat part of the relaxation, enjoying life has always been this form, right? This I love this. I like just talking about life and stuff. I miss doing baseball, that's for sure. I thought I was pretty good at it, but wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. I'm working with some kids, so I'm enjoying it. Oh, Steve, that's doesn't even remotely surprise me. No, I won't. I you know, I'm I I got to tell you, part of me. Thank you, Yankee. Thank you very much, Kim. Part of me. I haven't seen his new show. I've heard about it. Part of me. I've got a kid that's going to be a number 1 draft pick in 3 years. Follow the kid named Bo Hollins. He's going to be something special. 15 years old. He's already borderline phenomenal. My phone's going to die pretty soon, so I apologize. I love Dan. Take care, John. Be well, my friend. Hey, Lenny, I'm also very, and I can't say this with any more real emotion. I'm so content that when he decides that it's time for me to go, he's going to decide it's time for me to go. I really am. I honestly didn't think and didn't believe for a second I was going to outlive my father. And I still don't. But too many parallels in our life. But if it ended before I got in the house tonight, I would have absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, not a single regret, other than not getting to see my kids become the amazing things they're going to become. Nashua! What's up, Justin? You know what I was thinking the other day? I don't know why I was thinking this, but I don't know what triggered it. I don't know. Somebody said something, or I read something about me and the media's impression of me being a racist or whatever. And I thought to myself, you realize that there's probably 10,000 hours of video of me out there. And if one of these people wanted to even remotely do their homework on me, they would realize after watching it for an hour that none of the shit anybody says is true. Tens of thousands of hours of just this stuff and Periscope and all of my blogs, my website. Oh God, Thorne is hilarious, isn't he? He's so damn cute. He's getting his surgery, I think, July 1st. I don't know, Kathleen. I'm not going to guess. I don't know. I really don't. It'll be something to me, I think, that totally out of left field and unexpected. Yeah. What? What big snip? I've already had the snip. Yeah. Shonda was somewhat adamant that I got the snip after number 4, which I thought was kind of bullshit, but okay. Oh, oh, that's priceless. That's priceless right there. Oh my god. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Lead story on Sports Center tonight. Oh my god, that's hilarious. No, he has. So I don't know what they call it. Um, it's like called cher. That is hilarious. It's like called cherry eye or something. So what it is, and maybe you guys already know what it is, but what it is if you see pictures of Thorin, he's got these two red, very pink. They look like the inside of your eyelid pink. Um, uh, almost cysty looking. They're growing in both corners of his eyes, and it's called like cherry eye or something. And he has to have those removed. He's going to be so damn cute when he has them fixed. Yeah, yeah, July 1st, I think. I just always worry about dogs like that having. I mean, I worry about anybody having surgery, but I worry about dogs like that have breathing issues. Going under. Ellie's amazing. Annoys the shit out of Pop every day. Take care, Kathleen. Have a great night, darling. All right, Sarah. I'm only going to forgive you this once. As a fellow Lord of the Rings fan, you do not misspell Thorin ever, ever. That's a potential timeout. Yep, they're doing good, Lenny. They're doing fine. You too, Kat. See you around. I might have to put Sarah in timeout for that. I mean, if anybody knows Thorin Oakenshield, it better be you. That's on Garrick's bucket list, and I want to get him that someday. That trip over there to see Hobbiton. Oh, what a great story. Steve, I never knew or realized, I think, early on, the biblical undertones of that story. But it's pretty amazing when you think about it. What a phenomenal writer. And to hide that way is pretty amazing. But then he wrote it. You remember, he was writing it during the Blitz in the Second World War, right? Isn't that when he wrote Lord of the Rings? Yeah. I mean, they were being bombed nightly, so I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. Roomba, what? I don't know what Neyland Stadium is. Is that the Titans? No way. Is that true? Oh, Vols. So my daughter's going there, right? My daughter's a Vol. So you know what? I just that's not for me anymore. Honestly, I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's something all my kids should experience. But I mean, I spent my whole life in filled stadiums, and I loved it, and it was great, and it was amazing. But I'd rather, and I have no attachment to them really, you know. So like, I like watching this. I don't know. It's just not something I've experienced it, and you know the problem is that I got spoiled because I got to experience that environment from the other end of your angle. Like I was, you know, and I don't. I mean, they're all amazing, but I mean, dude, I stood on the mound for Game 7 of the World Series when, and I obviously not the whole world, but like the whole world was watching. So like going to a game when there's 100,000 people in the stands, well, I'm sure is an incredible experience as a college student and athlete and all that other stuff. Like it's still cool, like very cool, but like it's just different. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. It's just a little. It's different for me. Hmm. Thank you. Yeah, but Lenny, see, yeah, I mean, you're talking about, yeah. What doesn't look good? Why doesn't it look good? And New Zealand's turning into a real problem, or Australia. Well, that's her whole life, Lenny. She feeds goats and takes vacations. My God, talk about living large. Yeah, I think we'll be done with that crap by then, though, because those tourist dollars are such a big deal. Oh, there he is, my man. Hey, Gary. I was talking about you earlier, my friend. Good night, Steve. How's your better half, Gary? And you just got on my phone's about to die, Gary. So if it cuts off, that's why. Yeah, they're doing some stuff to me now. I have a feeling Haps is I think Haps is starting to do some stuff, but it's okay. Yeah, the two biggest hoaxes ever foisted on our nation: COVID and that last election. I can't even imagine, Gary. Hey, Gary, have you built any? Did you build the fine scale miniatures kit yet? The any of them yet? I'm dying to see your latest work. There's no reason to get it, Lenny. There's no unless you if you're a high risk person, and to me it boils down to if you're high risk for the flu. If you're an at risk for the flu, then you're an at risk for COVID. I think it's the same thing. And I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying from my personal opinion. No reason to get it. I just can't get over how many people are acting like their lives are forever changed for the better now that they've got the vaccine. There's no reason to get it. What should scare everybody is, I believe, what the implied power that the government feels that they've gotten from this. Like what they can make you do or us do. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly right. And Preston, that's fine. You're supposed to. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, John. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, Preston, it's an individual thing. Here's the thing, Preston. It should be an it should be an individual choice. But the government's trying to make it mandatory in a roundabout way, which should scare the shit out of people. Nothing should be imposed, Rev, not in this country. Yeah, Gary. You know what, Gary? Honestly, and you know this from serving, most things aren't nearly as complicated as people make them. And you've heard me say this before. All you have to do when you look at Australia is ask why. Why would the government have the country locked down if there's only been one death? Why? And the answer is very, very simple. Two words: power and control. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, money's a byproduct of both those things, right? Yeah. China's getting a lot in bed with a lot. I mean, this administration is so tied to them. There's nothing they can do to China. They've got everything on the Bidens. I mean, how else could a piece of trash like Hunter Biden not be in prison? No one. We weren't until the last election, Rev. That's the thing. China's running the world by the wallet. That much is blatantly obvious. Sure they are. Well, why else would? I mean, seriously, honestly, hopefully. So think about this: the Paris Climate Accord, guys. No, think about this though: the Paris Climate Accord. Every country in the and by the way, we're the only country that we were exceeding the Paris climate control mandates without the Paris climate control. But the problem was that think about this though. This is just stuns me. In the Paris Climate Accord, every nation on the planet but China was held to a certain standard. China was allowed to basically be unchecked until the year 2030. Why on earth would that even be remotely an option? We're gonna save the planet, but we're not gonna put rules around the most polluting country in existence. Just stupid shit. Again, it's really, really, really hard to turn from the Bible when you see all this stuff happening, right? I mean, because ultimately, when you look at the left and the evil that the left is, if you and Gary, again, you military people understand this. Like when you look at an organization, and you can look at the left as an organization because it's a global message. There's a chain of command, right? And a chain of command always, you know, ends with the masses, and at the top is somebody. There's a voice. There's somebody issuing the edicts and the things. So Barb, there, I'll give you something for the green people before I log off tonight. Um, there's a thing called the VEI. You might have heard me talk about this before. It's called the Volcano Eruption Index, and uh, it goes 1 to 10, and it's like the magnitudes of earthquakes, right? Like a 6.6 to a 6.7 isn't like 10% higher or 1% higher. It's like 670% higher, right? I'll check that out, Gary. But the volcano eruption index goes from 1 to 10. All right. I think Mount St. Helens was like a 4 or something, right? Or a 5. A 10 is a global killer. A 10 is what they believe ended the dinosaurs. All right. So think about a global killer. In the history of our world, scientists believe there have been 40 VEI 10s, 40 eruptions that have been basically global killers. Extinction level event. Yeah. Ellie. 40. If 40 extinction level events can be created by Mother Earth, which by the way is 100 times powerful, right, than anything man could ever do, 40 of them haven't managed to destroy the Earth, and we're still here. I'm pretty sure we're not going to wipe the Earth. $40. And basically, one covers the atmosphere in ash and brings about, I guess, an ice age. Yeah, I hear you, Kim. Yeah, me too, Gary. We were talking about it earlier. We were talking about end times earlier. Yeah, I just it's more a matter of me getting my place down there situated for this stuff to just be nightly, and I'm not in a good place with that right now, and not emotionally or anything. I just haven't got it done, and it's one of those things. There's so much work to get done that I can't piecemeal it or half-ass it. I have to go and do it, and I just haven't gotten my head around it. I've found other stuff to do with the house and the animals, but I keep looking at my I found a really, really good um, layout configuration for my port because I want to do the World War II era. And so I found a great, which is what, well, I told you about that because that's the reason I need to find uh, the Liberty ship. I need to have, and that's the 5 foot long thing, and I definitely need one. So, and then I need my printer set up because I want to do a ton of vehicles in 187th, and I know there's a ton of stuff out there for that. So, oh really? Hey Gary, make sure you tell your wife I said hello too, please. No, God no, Barb. The oh nice. No, Barb. The room for my trains is that's its own project. That's awesome. I don't know. You might have cabin fever, but I would imagine she's at a point where she wants to off you, given her cabin fever. Yeah. Yes, you've seen it, Kim? Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff in that museum out of my collection. Yeah, Gary, I have a couple MG42s, a German flamethrower, um, a Piat British Bren, or not the British medium, and yeah, no, the Bren. No, the Bren was the what was the BAR? I'm thinking of BAR and the Bren. Yeah, that stuff's all done there. I can't even imagine being away from the grandkids like that. That's mm. Well, Gary. There's when things happen, you get home. You need to make a John out to Tennessee so we can. Maybe I'll wait till you get here to do my train room. You can help me build it. Yeah, I was on the board of directors of the museum when it opened, Kim. Love that place. I didn't hear that either, Sarah. Hey, there she is, Ruthie. What's going on? T Mac. Phone's about to die, so anybody if I cut off, that's what happened. And yes, I'm sitting in my pool in the back of my house. And I need to go underwater again to get my hair wet, so hang on. Oh, that's good stuff. Hey, T Mac, I am watching the Ozarks again. And Ruthie's every bit as twisted and demented as I